What's up?
Episode 26.
26. And today we're gonna get to that in a little bit, right? But it's probably like the biggest announcement. I mean, the parents and the kids should be super excited, the ones that are coming to camp.
For sure. For sure.
Been working on that for a long time, and we have the pleasure to announce that today. So, game plan for today. We'll make the announcement maybe 10 minutes in.
Yeah. A little later. Not the first stage.
Yeah. So there's a couple other things. And they're all like cool things that obviously should speak to swim parents. A couple things we want to run through, right? And then we'll make the announcement. See a couple people probably joining late and stuff. So a lot of things to be excited about. So game plan for today, we're going to introduce the No-Nag Method. Okay, how to reduce screen time, and the kid is actually wanting to do it. We will talk about creatine because the guide is ready. Okay.
Beautiful guide, by the way.
Dude, I've been working my ass off. But it's fun to create, actually. I learned a lot of stuff, too, because I was digging into the research and all that. So pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then we'll make the announcement. Anything else?
That's pretty much it.
Okay. So let's start with the no-nag method. I mean, why we're doing this? Because we are both not really fans of the phone. So like screen time, right?
Not really, no. Especially if it's just wasted. Like, I think there is some, not good, but there is some value in screen time. But if it's just, doom scrolling.
And dude, like I've had a pretty wild experience. So ever since we started to speak about how it would be beneficial for the families to reduce screen time, basically, including ourselves, right? I mean, we use it
Right,
to
yeah,
like
yeah.
make calls and stuff, but also in our free time to be more present and all that. Dude, I was playing with like an 8-year-old. My daughter was there as well, and he was so cool and like very present and smiling and everything. And then he sat down. He took his phone. He's 8. He's got a phone, right? And all of a sudden, he became this freaking zombie.
Yeah.
Dude, he disconnected from like this happy dude who was like all over the place and playing, and all of a sudden, like seconds later, he was,
Gone.
oh
Gone.
man, I'm like, what just happened? The phone happened.
No, I mean, it happens to us. If we would do the same thing, we would be in the same mode.
Yeah. I mean, when we're going, it's like between you and I, when we're working and one of us is like scrolling and then the other guy has a question, it's like there's no answer coming back because we're like,
Yeah.
right?
It's like, leave
The
me
difference
alone.
being, yeah, exactly. The difference being though, we're like 38 and
Yeah.
so anyway, there's a lot of differences, but
Also, we didn't grow
so
up on it.
exactly, right?
So we
And
know how
also
we kind of know
how
how
to
to
use it.
snap out of it, right?
Exactly. And also, we get so many times we get this thing, oh, I'm so busy. And we don't believe them, right? That's what we said. We don't believe you until we see your phone. And then if I see your phone, you might have a case that you really are that busy, but
Yeah.
most of the time we'll find people we'll find them 6, 10 hours a week just by reducing screen
Easy.
time. Okay.
Easy.
So that's the motivation behind it. And we're very passionate about it because we feel like it's going to make everybody's life better, because we know from like speaking to hundreds of swim parents, it is the wish of the swim parents, most of them. It is actually also the wish of the child, of the swimmer, because they all agree they're spending too much time on the phone.
Yeah.
They just don't know how to actually
Most of them agree.
yes. But like, it's very rare that when somebody goes like, oh, no, I'm like, I should spend more. Do
Yeah,
you know
that's true.
anybody who's actually said that?
Well, maybe Julian.
All right, well, he's playing video games, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's with the boys. So, but anyway, so let me like show you what we got going, because we're gonna like the idea of this. It's the no-nag method. Okay, it's a Swimpros method. It's not patented yet, but it might be in the future.
Soon.
Soon, yes, because I have a feeling this is gonna this is going to go and spread like wildfire because it hits a nerve with a lot of families. And again, it's like a really cool thing to kind of work through this together. And maybe before another thing, right? It's called the No-Nag Method because we don't want to take away the phones. We don't want to force them into doing anything. We want the kid, the swimmer, because they have good reasons, right, to come and on their own put the phones away and reduce the screen time. The cool thing about that is it's 100% measurable because we can take screenshots in the beginning of when we start the challenge, right? And we can look after a week and we can look after 2 weeks, after a month, and we have hard proof.
Yep.
And that screenshot is not going to lie, right?
You're not.
Okay. So we'll have the data. We're going to go for 100% success rate. So that's why we're not going to just take anybody into this challenge. And the promise is that it's the no-nag method also because you and I, we are not your kid's dad. Okay? And so when we say things, just like in a mental training, it will, even though we say similar things to what a lot of the parents say, but when they hear it from us, it lands differently because it lands differently. They take different action because they take different action. They get different results.
Yeah.
Right. And so the promise is that we'll, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, we also kind of touched base on this in our Sunday call, right? When one of the comments was prioritizing school over swimming or vice versa. And we were just like, no way you don't have time to swim. If you're going to school, like school is not the issue. School cannot be the reason why you do not have time to swim.
Yep.
100% not.
Yep. And so the promise is that we take it off the parents' plate, so we can do the coaching, the transformation with the swimmer, but the parents are involved, and the parents just can go back to, instead of having all these rules and being like an army sergeant or whatever with their kid, they can go back to being their mom and dad, right?
Yeah.
And we'll do it for them because honestly, like, the parents are happy. If you guys want to do it without us, we'll give you the step-by-step framework that we use in the no-nag method. You're free to do it on your own. With a 99% certainty, I can tell you that we're going to be more successful, right? Yeah. But it's not that we're like holding back the information about the no-nag method. It's just that we're in a better position, maybe not better qualified, but like in a better position to actually get this done. Cool. So let me show you what this looks like, because there's a couple things. As I said, we're not going to just take anybody. So this is in our school platform. It is a very alive place. You see there's 1,500 swim families in there. It's pretty wild. And so here's the no-nag method, and there's rules to join, but it's free. Okay? So the no-nag method, get your swimmer off the phone without the war. Yes, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Whether you just watch my video, okay, read this once, you'll know exactly what we're doing here, why it works, and the one thing to do today. Okay, that is, we have time until end of June, but we're taking no more than 30 swim families. So when it's full, and I think there's already like 22 are already signed up. What it is, a short challenge, kicks off the last week of June, right here in the group, where we get your competitive swimmer. There should be like 12 and older, or just be on their phone a lot if they're younger, without the nagging, without confiscating, without being the bad guy or the bad mom. I run it with you, me and your swimmer, you just follow the steps and show up. Yeah. Why we don't just take the phone away? It's very simple, because after 13, could be 12, could be 14, but in that age range, it's gonna backfire, right? They're gonna rebel, basically. So the 3 moves that we have identified is, we're gonna clear the lane, which is we change the environment, not the kid, okay? Then we're gonna sign the line, which is there's a contract, so to say, that they come up with, okay? So it's a simple agreement that they actually own. Very important. Okay. And then because we track this stuff, the idea is what Yul and I noticed, is that when they're using these, what are these called? These like bracelets, that they're having around these vitality trackers.
Yeah.
Right?
I don't know what the exact name is, but yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah. But it's gamified in a way, because every day they see how much they slept and all that, and they freaking love it. So we need to kind of have something similar in place. right?
Everybody loves data.
Exactly. Right. And I'm going to keep the splits. We're going to track this stuff, sleep time. They'll have more energy. We log it, and the numbers will move, and it becomes a game that they want to win. Okay. What to expect? It's short daily steps in this group, in the school group, quick and clear. And what they're going to get is better sleep, sharper mornings in the pool, and fewer fights. And most importantly, a swimmer, a kid who's actually choosing it. Okay. And we'll be there for the support all the way.
Very important.
Yes. And then the first thing, what I need, so people who want to join for the last couple of spots, what I need you guys to do is to have one short conversation. And again, this is all pinned in the school group, okay? I need you to have one short conversation with your swimmer and actually ask if they would like that idea. And again, most of the kids, they will say yes. And the question you need to ask is, what's a goal you have in swimming that you've never really told me about? Okay. And this will be more important. The answer to that question will be more important than anything that we teach you in the challenge. Okay. Because the why, if we want to change, we need to have a very strong why, not for the first couple of days, but to keep it consistent and sustainable. Okay. And we will only let you join when you've actually done this action step, because we're going for a 100% success rate, because we're going to go in a month from now. We're going to go, we did this thing with so and so many swimmers. This is where we started. This is what happened in a month, right? This is what happened after 7 days. This is what happened after a month. And we want to have a one of a kind success story that we can then take other people through it. Make sense? So it's a win for the parents. It's a win for the kid, and it's a win for us. Exactly what we want.
And trackable, as you said earlier. That's super important, right?
Yep. It's just like the surprise that Yule has for you guys for camp is also a win-win-win. We like wins on all the fronts, okay?
You and sound also, like Trump.
I mean, no, I do not take that as a compliment.
It's okay.
And also, right, it just separates. I need you to take this action step. As soon as you decide, hey, we want to do the No-Nag Method with Yule and David, take that action step, because really it's just about building a little bit of momentum. We need that answer to an important question, and building a little bit of momentum, because it does separate the people who are just like, oh yeah, I'm just curious and stuff, with the people who actually want to get it done, who want to have a transformation that lasts. And we don't want to have the dabblers. We don't want to have the people, oh, I'm just tipping my toe, because that's going to screw up our case study. Okay? So if you're not 100% sure that this is a good thing for your family, don't do it. Please don't. Okay? But if you're motivated, or it's even a necessity for your family, then we're going to go all in. Okay? And you have the full support. Cool. So that's happening in the school group. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, the school group, hold on, let me it is here.
The link one.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. Do you have was that clear in terms of what we're doing with the No-Nag Method?
Sure. I mean, we shouldn't clear enough, and people should just come online, check it out. That's cool.
Cool.
Right.
All right. Then the other thing that we're releasing today, creatine. Okay, so we had and Yule knows a lot about creatine. We both like it, but basically we did a little poll asking about creatine. So this is the one that we take here in Switzerland. If they wanted to have a guide on how to use it, and then you see the results. So there were like 61 people who immediately said, yep, we want to have a guide. So we created one. The way we're going to distribute that, okay, it's free. Also in the school group, we'll have it free until tomorrow. So you have 24 hours after we release it to get it. And we'll send you can comment on a post. You'll see that there after we're done with the announcement here. And then I'll send you a secret link, and you have access to it. If you miss the deadline, we're going to put it in the premium subscription, which is only $9. And we might be able to talk about that in a second also, because it's pretty cool what's all in there. Okay. Yep. And so for the guide, I will not show the whole thing, but basically what we did is we created, and there's over 20 peer-reviewed research studies in there, and it's it's actually all on competitive swimming, which is pretty cool. So it's not about running. It's not about your 45-year-old triathlete or whatever. It's about competitive swimmers. And we put it in a little quiz. What's your creatine IQ? And you can start that challenge and click through. It takes about a minute or two to click through all these questions. And then based on how you answer, it will actually give you. So creatine is basically a steroid, a banned performance drug. Okay, so now depending on which one you click, it will give you a nice explanation and it's really well done, very interactive. And then at the end, you can choose if you're a swimmer or the parent, and it will give you like a full guide, okay, on what, based on age, based on how many times you train, what you swim, if you're a sprinter or a distance or like even open water guy, and it will spit out an individual kind of suggestion based on all the research. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay.
Something else I'm working on in conjunction with this, or actually as kind of a backup, is a nutrition tracker, right? And not a tracker, but more of a calculator, right? Where you can put in the age of the swimmer, size, weight, whatever, and then it spits, and then how often do you train? You know, what is your training load? And then off of that, it will calculate how much kilocalories you should be, what your intake should be to fuel your motor as a minimum, right? So, we'll have that on school as well by the end of the week.
Fantastic. So that's that. And for creatine, we will not have that on camp. We did order 200 kilograms of protein and maltodextrin, which is the carbs, right? Three. Oh my God. So it is, I don't think, no, we've never done, not even close. But that will all, we had the agreement with the guys from Switzerland here, that the Lee Sports that do the high quality products. It's really, it's Swiss made. It's the best you can get. And they do ship it for us to Tenerife. So that's 300 kilos of protein, and a lot of it is carbs, right? Because they need more carbs.
Yeah,
exactly.
Especially during practice as well and stuff, right? So yeah.
Yes, but we will not have the creatine there, so that's like individual. But anyway, it's pretty cheap. But I recommend everybody goes through the guide, get like a full picture of what this actually is, how it might be able to benefit you, and then you make a decision, if you want to do that or not. Okay. I'll show you also, because we put in a PDF guide as well, which I put my heart into, like designing that kind of thing. So you can see basically this is not interactive, but it does have the link. If you want to click it, it will take you to the secret link where you can take the challenge. But it has everything in there, what it is, how it's helping, because it's mostly helping for training and recovery, then actual race day, okay, which is anyway the more important stuff, how you train, and then how it actually helps, is it safe, the risks, and so on, and then how to use it properly in the bottom line, and then with a little CTA. If you want more like that, you just join our school group. Cool?
There you go.
Okay, so that's that. And then the last thing, and then we're gonna make the announcement, okay? I want to show you guys the premium kind of membership. So if we go here, is this pretty well visible?
Yeah, I mean, I can see it.
Okay. So it is. So we're changing. We paid somebody quite a bit of money to help us redesign our the way we do things on school, to give you guys more value, and in a way also make it accessible for more people. So the group stays free, and what you have access to is full access to the community and the 3-day challenges that we run. So the No-Nag Method is also, it's a 7-day challenge, but it will actually, it's more like a month challenge, but the time investment is small. But you have access to these challenges, okay? And then if we give away some freebies and stuff, you'll see them there as well. But for only $9 a month, right? That's freaking 2 coffees. You get a live Q&A with Yul and myself every month, where if you're stuck, your kid is stuck, you come and we answer it as good as we can. You have the nutrition masterclass that we usually sell for $150. You have the mobility course from my sister for the spine, for the ankles and stuff, for the shoulders. Also, usually we sell it for $150. You get it for $9. You have all the drills and the workouts, I'll show you in a second, that you'll put together with videos of all the stuff that we use on camp. Okay? It's also there. And you get the Confidence Minute course for parents. There's a 39-minute video course for parents on how you can help your swimmer build confidence immediately, starting today. And you get all of that for $9.
Yep.
Okay. And that price will go up. So every day people are joining. And when we're about, we'll decide, but probably after the next challenge or at the end of the month, this price will go up. The cool thing is if you come in at $9, you are grandfathered in at the $9. So it will stay all the new courses that we add, and there's going to be a lot, right? To calculate, there's a lot of new tools and stuff that we're creating, a lot more than what we used to do moving forward. And all of that will be in the $9 a month. Okay. And then in certain times when we do have capacity to take in Academy members, we'll open the slots and we'll let you know. And that is our higher priced for like $1,000. It's a year-long program where we do one live training with them every single week, which is kind of, how we can help the most. And then when spots open, we'll let everybody know. Again, there will be a short. Okay.
Plus they have the one-to-ones and all of that, right? The Academy.
They get one-to-ones, exactly. And so, but that's only available when we open the time window, basically.
Exactly.
And then what this looks like in the classroom, realistically, right? So we have the Start Here module, which has the Michael Phelps. That's available to everybody, which is already cool. Then we got this is the Swimpros Academy, where we have all the trainings from this season. It's also where they can win a free race suit, right? That's what we did. So Florian won a free race suit. So there was some challenges. And so all the trainings are in there. That is for the Academy. But then, so here's the confidence tips. So we got the 30 tips to swim faster. We're at 16 now, and we'll fill these up to 30. We got the confidence course in here. We have the workouts and drills that you'll put together in here where, okay, these are the workouts, but for example, the sculling, right? You have a thorough explanation of why we do it, how it looks like. So you have all of that in here. Do you want to say anything about that? But I love that. It's so good.
Sure. I mean, so explanation-wise, usually we have people ask, hey, so, I need to work on this and that. And we post it, or they're having trouble feeling the water or whatnot. And that's when I came up with the idea to post, these drills and stuff in here, so that when I'm explaining them which drill they should focus on in the next couple of weeks, that they can actually look it up on the school platform, right? So that's why we put it in there. Explanation wise, during the video, I need to do kind of voiceovers, which I will do. I'm planning on doing those to kind of explain where we're at, why we're doing this. But other than that, a lot of drills are self-explanatory as well. The workouts, they just make complete. I mean, these are workouts that we use in camps, off camps, with our swimmers. Mostly just kind of give an idea of how to structure a workout, and because a lot of swimmers don't really know that you can work just as hard without volume, right? So high intensity workouts, that's kind of the thing that we're looking for in here, right? And what we're explaining in here. In any case, watch the intro first. It's short, gives a explanation as to what all of this here is.
Yep. And also, if you have a free day and you want to go on your own, right, you can find inspiration in some of the best workouts. And again, they work. We know from camp, right?
They work, for sure, yeah.
They work. You get this is also in a premium. You get the nutrition masterclass that we had with Mandy that gives you everything you need to, in terms of how to recover after practice, when to eat what, and for race day, everything is in there. You got the mobility course with Rebecca, right, where she talks a little bit about breathing and then his shoulders, spine, and so on. Very important for the underwaters. Also the stuff that we do on camp. Yep. And yeah, you get that for freaking $9 a month. So what are you waiting for? Just a Q&A a month, just that in itself. It's like $9 a month.
Yes. It's kind of ridiculous. I can't believe we have that price.
Yes, yeah. Well, it's not going to be for long, right? It's not going to be for long.
For sure.
Mister, we need drum rolls. Drum rolls. Over to you. Big freaking surprise.
So, what happened?
What happened?
So there's no real change. Actually, there is. So, okay, we're talking about summer camps, Tenerife, the Performance Accelerator. So not the junior camp. Junior camp pretty much stays the same. Performance accelerators. We, because we have so many athletes, we had to make sure that, we had to expand our coaching staff. How did we do this? Well, for us, the easiest way on how to do this is to have a coach who comes to second camp, also come to first camp. And so, big announcement. We asked Milorad Čavić if he wants to do it, and he's in. So we have world record holder for both camps. Yeah, the dude knows swimming. We're super psyched to have him there for an entire month. So, and obviously not only will we be able to talk about our old days together, but also, moving forward, we'll be able to learn a lot from him when it comes to trainings, workouts, drills, the technical stuff, which we're anyways always learning, and him too, right? Whenever he does his clinics and whatnot, he's never alone, right? He always has like some expert there, whether it's our old head coach, Dave Salo, or backstroker,
Aaron Pearsall. Yeah. Rebecca
He
Sony
had,
for breaststroke. Yeah, wild.
Brendan Hansen, right, for breaststroke.
So I saw.
Yeah. So, he's big on always learning more on swimming. We are big on that, and it's going to be a huge opportunity for us as well, not just for the swimmers, to have that exchange, right, of somebody who knows coaching the way we know it. We kind of share that same philosophy, and yeah, so super valuable for the entire Swimpros community, that he is not just joining one camp, but he's also coming the first one. And for the second camp, we have another female coach from Florida, actually, D2
American
swimmer,
Power.
ex-D2 swimmer. She was, great swimmer as well. And looking forward to having her on the team as well. So yeah, there you go.
But guys, you get Milorad Čavić, and I'm sure the juniors in the first, because it's always been our plan, because in the second camp we also have Peter Mankoč, right? And it was always our plan for one of them to kind of make an early appearance for that end of camp one to like surprise them, because we know what happens when they their eyes go whoop, and it's amazing to see. It's one of the best things that could happen for their motivation and stuff. And obviously, if you don't know who Milorad Čavić is, right? He is he's a legend in the Balkan region, and he was the guy who he had a world record in 100 fly in 49 something in long course,
50
and
fly
he
as
lost
well.
to 50 flies, right, and he lost to Phelps in the Olympics by 1/100. Right? It was that photo finish there, and
2008. I'm sure everybody has seen the video. Everybody who knows swimming has seen the video, even if you don't know who Milorad Čavić is per se. You've seen the video where Phelps outtouches this guy by 1/100. So yeah, that's him.
And he's a great swimmer. He knows swimming, but he's also so cool he loves kids. He's a dad, right? And the vibe is just, it couldn't be any better. Like, so you guys get a world record. So the whole, and the juniors, I'm sure, because you guys get to sit in, the juniors get to sit in for the confidence building sessions. And hell, I told everyone, I'm not going to run them by myself, right? So, I mean, we'll have Milo run a few of those. I mean, so... Yeah, so you guys benefit from that as well, and so
and obviously we're already big on the entire organization for the summer camps, and it's very cool. So we had this meeting with Milo, Mankoč, all the other coaches, and they just brought in, these great, valuable insights that we are for sure going to implement, that we are looking forward to implement. Like also not just doing technique during swimming, but also having these kind of theory talks of physics, or the physics of swimming, as to why we're doing these things and why we are doing them, how they benefit us to be faster and train better, right? So um and Milo and Mankoč are the best guys for this. Milo is very well spoken, and Mankoč, just his knowledge of physics and swimming it is ridiculous. I mean,
Yeah.
even Čavić said, this is ridiculous. This dude knows, he knows swimming like
Yeah. Yeah.
probably as good as anybody else.
Yeah. And then together, right? Together, we will create a vibe for the entire team, whether that is the first camp, the second camp, the junior camp. It's going to be the Swimpros vibe, because if the energy, like one of the reasons why the camps are so successful and why the kids swim so fast, even, I mean, again, 80% PB'd at the end of training camp in their main event, when they should be very tired because they've been doing doubles every day and they've been working hard, is because mentally we can help them elevate themselves into an area where they've never been before, and all of a sudden things become possible with their bodies that have never been possible before. And then they take that momentum and those better choices, they take them home, and then we continue working with them if they choose to keep that going until next camp, for example, or whenever.
There's something really short that I wanted to touch base on. I'm going to want to talk about this in more detail on Sunday during our call, but I had calls this week because there's the junior nationals in Germany are going on right now. And the calls that I'm having this week are just so negative. And it basically started even before the first race. And, everybody's telling me, everybody there is running around crying, blah, blah, blah. Nobody's happy. I'm like, guys, that's the reason why the performance is not going well. It's because it seems like you're there because, I don't know, for some kind of pressure reason, or you're buying into whatever your neighbor is doing, whatnot. We'll talk about it more on Sunday for sure. But hey, just if you're there at the German nationals, remember why you're swimming. It's for fun, right? You're supposed to have fun at competitions, right? Not be there, be discouraged because you didn't swim your PB, whatnot. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. I mean, obviously you care, which is a great sign that you care about swimming, whatever, whatnot. But don't let it destroy your morals, right? Just, there's going to be a next year, there's going to be a following year. Take it easy.
Take it easy. And if you hear that, we're rooting for you always. Right? We want to know how it goes. We want to know the good. We want to know what didn't work out, right? As we say in school, always, we don't care if you PB or not. I mean, we do. I mean, we want the best for you, and we're just as happy as you are when it goes well for you. But if it doesn't work out, what's the learning? We need to have the learning, because then you cannot fail. You only fail if you don't try or if you give up. Right? That's the new definition that we have at Swimpros. Failure is only when you don't try or you give up.
Yep.
There's no pressure. Any outcome that happens is going to be good. Either you get what you want, good, or you don't get what you want, good, because there's a learning. And
there's always a learning, right?
There's always a learning. And they say you have to fail often. Tell me one successful person, not even with athletes. Tell me one successful person in life who failed often. It does exist. And so but you have to see it as that, right? You have to see that there's a learning, and you have to figure out what this is. And then when you truly do that, there is no pressure, because either outcome is going to be good.
Yep.
Cool. All right. So you get world record holder for the entire camp, an awesome extra coach from the US. Girl, okay, also very valuable for us because we're kind of like man loaded, right?
Testosterone
and we'll
everywhere.
talk more about, yeah. Remember the first conversation we had with Peter and Milo? They're like, "Oh boy!" It's like when it was only the four of us. Basically, it's like, "Uh oh." Good.
Funny.
And we'll have more to release next week, so you can expect right from now on, because we have the $9 a month also in premium. We are kind of, we're going to figure out with you guys also, we're going to ask you what you need and stuff. And then based on that, we're going to create cool resources and stuff. And our goal is to, have as many of you actually let us help you in the premium. But if you just want to stick around for free and check it out, go ahead. The link to the school group is everywhere. And yeah, I think like in preparation for all the camps and the conversations that we're having, dude, I get so excited. So yeah, it's like less than 2 months now, and then we're there and we're like in full swing.
I'm pretty glad the questions are getting less and less. So
yeah, yes, cool. And we'll also do a little like get to meet each other. We're gonna do one for the first performance camp and then one for the second, so they can And guys, we're now Europe's most popular swim camp in Europe, right? In terms of like numbers and stuff, so it's pretty cool.
Yep.
So thanks for
Super
your
proud of
trust.
that too.
Yep. And you, thanks for organizing everything. And then we'll be back next week, right?
Sounds good. Cool.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, guys. See you soon.